Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the 2024 Innovation and Social Impact Summit, proudly presented by the Turkish Philanthropy Funds. My name is Elmira Bayrasli, and very happy to be here. I've been part of TPF for the past 17 years, and not only is today the Innovation and Social Impact Summit, but today is a very significant day in Turkey. It is 23 Nisan. It's Children's Day in Turkey, and we underline our dedication to nurturing a hopeful future for the next generation. On this day, we wanted to actually hear from children and be reminded why we are here today. We are going to be talking to a lot of business leaders, a lot of investors, and a lot of entrepreneurs. But ultimately, the future really does lie with the next generation. And so we asked children how they would like to change the world. So let's listen to what they have to say.
If I wanted to change the world, I would have made technology and make robots.
I would like to change the world by becoming a doctor so I can save lives. I would like to cure all diseases. Change the world by ending world hunger.
I would like to help people with their problems and create, make the world a better place and create justice.
So how wonderful is it to see the hope and determination of our future leaders? And listening to this, I have to say, it's actually a reminder of why we're here today, and to kind of keep it in the back of our heads as we hear the various discussions that will be going on this stage, that we carry a responsibility that each of us do, and we hope to channel that energy and optimism of the young people that we saw, and all the young people in both Turkey and here in the United States in our discussions and actions today. And so today you're going to hear from a dynamic group of entrepreneurs, investors, and business leaders on driving positive change through innovation. I wrote a book about a decade ago about entrepreneurs around the world. I started my journey in Turkey, which I think a lot of people don't think about when they think about innovation and entrepreneurship. But I have to say, in writing that, in kind of doing the research and writing it, what I have found is that there are creative ideas and solutions to problems in every community that we come across. And today through the discussions, we're actually going to hear about the pioneering technologies such as AI, the different breakthroughs that people are working on to have a more sustainable future, not just in terms of the environment, and we celebrated Earth Day yesterday, but in terms of growth. I mean, we hear constantly about, how is capitalism doing, and how are our communities doing, and so we'll be keeping that in mind. Here's an interesting statistic: 40% of entrepreneurs worldwide are addressing social issues. So it's not just about the bottom line and making profit. And we're actually going to take advantage of that and dive into the variety of issues and global challenges and how entrepreneurs are addressing them. As I said, I've been part of TPF for 17 years, and one of the reasons that I have been part of TPF since the first day is because this is a real community of individuals who really care about addressing global challenges. And you'll see throughout the day through the speakers and the people that you meet and the people in this room that that's what Turkish Philanthropy Funds is about. And entrepreneurship is deeply embedded in TPF. And it was founded on the belief that there are many ways and many minds to address those challenges. And this summit reflects our commitment to not just envision, but actively create a more sustainable and equitable world. And here, before I introduce our next speaker, something to brighten your day even further. Today's proceeds will support the Columbia TPF Global Resilience Fund, furthering our mission in disaster recovery and sustainable development across education, health, gender equality, and more. We hope that transforming our dialogue into meaningful impact will mark the beginning of numerous collaborations and initiatives stemming from this summit. We're really thrilled that you're here today and are a part of this will be part of this conference. And to share the moments from this, if you want to share moments from this summit on social media, please use the hashtag TPF Summit and tag Turkish Philanthropy Funds. And now it's my honor to welcome TPF's Co-Chair, Mehmet Kırdar, to the stage for his opening remarks. Let the 2024 Innovation and Social Impact Summit begin.
Good morning, everyone. We're thrilled to welcome you to this year's TPF and Innovation and Social Impact Summit. When I look around the room, I'm thrilled to see how far we've come as TPF and how many distinguished guests we have in the room. I have to start by thanking and acknowledging our current permanent representative of Turkey to the United Nations and the soon-to-be Turkish ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Sedat Önal. Thank you for joining us. I also would like to acknowledge and thank our Consul General Reyhan Özgür for all of his contributions and support throughout the years. Thank you for joining us as well. We've had an incredible journey as TPF, and when I look back at the 10 plus years that I've been honored enough to be chairman and now co-chairman with Mustafa Kemal Abadan, it's amazing to me that we've been able to raise over $70 million in support of philanthropic efforts for Turkey, and we've already donated $40 million, $20 million alone just from last year's earthquake relief efforts that were really spearheaded and initiated by one of our main guests today, Hamdi Ulukaya. So it's been an incredible journey, and it really just exemplifies what business with purpose is all about and what we as a business community and as innovators and social impact thinkers can do if we put our minds together and really make the effort. To think that we raised $20 million for earthquake relief through Turkish Philanthropy Funds is just amazing to me. True lasting impact comes from working together, and that's what it showed us last year and today, time and time again. When I look at who's speaking today on our different panels and what we're here to talk about, it's about the different ways that we can impact the future. And I think it's only fitting that we're starting this summit today on Turkey's own National Children's Day, which is all about the future and the next generation of our leaders and the impact that we can have on our own children and the future of Turkey and abroad. So really thrilled that we're doing this today. As we dive in today's discussions and explore new ideas, we're not just attendees here, we're actually participants and activists and talking about and brainstorming about ways that we can make a meaningful impact to Turkey and through innovative and social impact projects throughout Turkey. So really thrilled to have you here. I'm honored to welcome you once again, and now I'd like to introduce two extraordinary leaders who I've had the privilege of getting to know over the years. First, we have our very own board member, TPF board member, Mr. Mehmet Bozar. Not only has he been a global business leader as president of Coca-Cola International over the years, but he's been also a huge philanthropist and supporter of TPF and introduced us to the many organizations that are now part of our partnerships and approved NGOs on the ground in Turkey. So Ahmet Bey, we thank you for all your contributions to TPF and to your business with purpose mindset. Joining him today is none other than Mr. Hamdi Ulukaya, our good friend and founder and CEO of Chobani, who is also known to be literally one of the most philanthropic-minded business people, not only coming out of Turkey, but in the world. And I think he's still the only Turkish business person of background to join the Giving Pledge. So we're thrilled to have him and his philanthropic mindset here. On a personal note, I always think back to like Steve Jobs. I think he gave a speech once at a university commencement about connecting the dots. And when I think about my own life journey and being born and raised here in the U.S., but staying actively involved in Turkey, I think it's fitting that last year in January I left my career as a financial advisor and was fortunate enough to join Hamdi as the head of his family office. Literally a week later, the earthquake in Turkey happened. And unbeknownst to me, he said, I really want to do something big, and I want to do it through TPF. And he said, you know what? I'm going to donate $1 million to earthquake relief efforts. And I said, please don't do that. Do it as a matching campaign. And he said, no, let's do both. And that $1 million, and then the additional $1 million turned into $3 million. And then he literally, with his own efforts, picked up the phone and called everybody he knew, from U.S. business people to Turkish business people here in the U.S., and like I said earlier, we were able to raise $20 million for disaster relief in Turkey, and we're starting to actually see the fruits of what we've done over the last year and how much money we've poured into Turkish NGOs on the ground, like Çukurova University, that's building a hospital for amputees in the region. And we're just getting started, so thrilled to have them here today, both of them to talk about their business journeys and the impact that they've made business with purpose mindsets. So I'd love to welcome both Mehmet Bozar and Hamdi Ulukaya to the stage.